Okay, now I'm ready.
Start?
Yes.
Don't take a picture of me. I look awful. I just came from the gym.
Okay.
Well, then why are you standing over there? Please sit down if you're not taking it.
I'm sitting down, Mom. Go.
I don't have a recipe, but this is the approximate thing that I do.
Okay.
I melt a cube of butter in the soup pan, and I mince very finely, chop about a half a cup of onion, half a cup of celery, half a cup of carrot.
Okay.
That's called a mirepoix, and it's just a basic flavoring for soup.
And cook it down in the butter?
No, I just saute it until it's done. Here, just 1 second. Saute the vegetables until they're soft.
Okay.
Then I add
Let me see.
a little more butter and 8 tablespoons of flour.
Okay.
To
The vegetables?
The vegetables in the butter. And I stir it slowly, get the flour dissolved. Just cook it a tiny bit. This is all low.
To the onions, the carrots, and the celery. And the butter.
I add 8 tablespoons of flour
Okay.
to that. And I make it's called a roux, R-O-U-X.
Right.
I stir that until I might have to add a little butter to get all the flour melted. Cook it just a little bit slowly because you want to cook the flavor of the flour out.
Okay.
And then I add, I use whole milk only, and I add, maybe 2 cups of whole milk.
Okay.
And stir, and it starts mixing in, and it's thickening, and I just keep slowly adding the milk. I add maybe a quarter to a half a cup. You have to taste it of chicken base from the grocery store. It's called Better Than Bouillon.
Okay, I buy that too.
Start with a quarter cup and maybe add some more by the spoonful, and keep stirring and slowly cooking. And till you've got the whole half a gallon of milk in the pot.
Okay.
And then I'm slowly stirring it. Just
cook on low still.
It's very low. I cooked it probably took me an hour and a half because I just slowly cooked it. You don't have to stay in there.
Okay.
But you have to cook it super, super slow.
Okay.
You can cook it a little higher if you're going to stay right there. Otherwise, it'll stick to the bottom pretty quick.
Okay.
And then I add 2.5 bags of frozen broccoli florets.
Okay.
Not chopped broccoli, but broccoli florets.
Okay.
And
you don't have it boiling. You just let it melt slowly.
No. I add those, and I leave them out on the cabinet from earlier in the day and let them thaw out.
Oh, okay.
And I add those 2.5 bags of those, and I leave it on low, and I just go away and wait for it to warm up.
Okay.
On super, super low. And every once in a while, I go through there and I stir it.
Okay.
And then I add about a quarter cup of Parmesan cheese and a quarter cup of cheddar, sharp cheddar.
Okay.
Stir slowly, let it mix up, leave it on super, super low. Probably, it just barely started simmering after about 30 minutes because that's all cold. And that's it. And salt, a little bit of salt and a lot of pepper.
And then you after you add the cheese, you let it simmer for how long?
You don't have to get the broccoli completely done because sitting in there in the hot soup will cook it, actually. Because you don't want it to be mushy. So, I don't know how long. Depends on how high the burner is. If you keep the burner really low and you're going in and out, then, it might take 45 minutes. But if you want to turn it more up to medium and keep stirring, you have to keep, because when you have a milk-based cream soup, it sticks very easily. And then sometimes I add a little bit of whipping cream. And then I sprinkle about a third of a cup of sharp cheddar on the top. That's it.
Okay. Oh, it's so good.
Was it good?
Oh my God, yes.
Take her some.
Okay.
Can't believe you told her. I've got some little things in the little containers and on the table in the dining room.
Okay. Well, I'll ask
That's
her.
it. Now,
Thank you.
let's just say you want potato soup, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I put in the butter, as I told you, the onion, carrot, celery. Start sauteing that. You can buy new potatoes that don't need to be peeled, just
Dice.
cut up.
Well, half.
Like that'll fit in a teaspoon, you know, a biteful,
Right.
small. Put those in the butter, and with the mirepoix, and you put a lot of potatoes, chopped very fine, because some of them will get mushy, and that helps thicken the soup. And you're gonna, if it seems like it's too dry, you can add a little bit of milk, you know, and add all that flour and stuff. You cook the potatoes in the mirepoix first, and get them just not quite done.
Right, just very almost done.
Hard, yeah, but so they'll stay firm. And then you add the 8 tablespoons of flour, and then you slowly add in the milk, and you'll see that all that, it's like a thick thing that kind of, it's easier to stir it all up and get it mixed up if you add the milk a little bit at a time.
Okay.
And then you, if you do the potatoes, you chop all these potatoes up in there. I mean, I like have the pan almost full of potatoes. And then I simmer those for a little while. I add the flour, and then I go ahead and add the half a gallon of milk with 8 tablespoons of flour, and I sprinkle cheddar cheese on the top,
Okay.
and diced green onion,
Okay.
and crisp bacon.
Yum. Yeah, I love that too.
It's basically the same recipe, but it's not diet soup though. That's it. That's all you have to do. You can't just